should have known from that scene. I was just singing that song because this whole movie's in my mind. I don't like the us version. That thing scares the hell out of me. Okay, but I like it.
We go on to the spoiler conversation. Let me say one thing. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to this channel. I'm Glenda Star, the Gossip Goddess. And welcome back to Here's My Issue. So look, we are here to discuss in detail, spoiler, Us, the movie, written and directed by Jordan Peele. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through some stuff. I'm going to talk about it a little bit. I'm going to talk about some things I've noticed and also discuss a couple things I read on Reddit. I'm pretty much obsessed. Even though I'm scared crapless, like, y'all, every light on is on in my place. Like, every last one. Like, we're not playing these games. Like, mirror's about to be taken down. It's like, no. Not that extreme. I mean, maybe. Look, every little creak I'm hearing, like, I cannot stand it. I hate watching scary movies, but this was such an interesting scary movie. I had to go see it, you know? But let's get on to the review. So, basically in the beginning, and this is going to be, I'm going to do a brief, like, what had happened was. And then after I do that, we're going to talk about the discussion. I don't really want to do spoilers, and I'm not going to do no ending explain. And the reason why I'm not going to do ending explain, because there has been a lot of theories, and I just want to have a conversation. Like, I don't know what Jordan wanted. And Jordan never is going to tell us. He always just like to listen. Like, he like to play games with us. Like, he toys with us. Like, whatever. But so we're gonna just have a conversation. I love all the theories, and I want to hear what you guys think about the movie, the theories, and all of that stuff. So I have a lot of stuff. Most of my stuff is like me thinking like, girl, but let's get on to the movie. So basically the movie starts off with a young girl, Adelaide, and she's with her family at a amusement park, or I think it's more of like a amusement park at the beach. You know, the beach boardwalk, whatever. And so before we get to that, in the beginning of the movie, Jordan is telling us there are underground tunnels everywhere in the United States, which I believe, because I don't trust nothing the government said. So I believe, like, there's some tunnels and some shit go down, but I don't know what. I don't really want to know, you know? I really don't want to know. Let's keep it at that. But look, he's telling us, like, you know, some stuff goes, like, these tunnels been there for hundreds of years and they're there. Okay, so then we get to the scene with the young girl, and we see her wander off from her family. And she wanders off, and she finds herself in this house of mirror. That's already sounds scary. Y'all, look, I don't do haunted houses. I don't do houses that's haunted. I don't do any of that. Like, I'm mind my business, okay? And I'm adventurous. Like, I would jump out of a plane, get on the biggest roller coaster, but I don't like to be scared. And stuff like with mirror houses and stuff, I don't have time. They plan Jeremiah 11:11 around, and But let's keep going. So basically, this young girl got lost, and we found out later that she was lost for over an hour. And we found out that she was lost for over an hour, and we know that she's seen some shit, because her family is saying, look, she's been different since she was missing. She don't talk anymore. She don't do anything different. She just is here, and she has PTSD. You know, the therapist is telling them, yeah, she got PTSD. Meanwhile, young Adeline ain't really Adeline. She really red, but she had to go along with it, which is the first point. The only kid we've ever seen so far is Red as a child, and then we seen the actual Wilson kids as as children. I guess I should say children. But I've noticed that when they shown the tethered people at the end, we didn't see any more children or even babies. So that was a plot hole for me. Not saying that was impossible, but where were the other babies or children? So that's another thing. So basically, Now we get to the part of grown up Adelaide. Sorry, I keep want to call her something else. Adelaide. Girl, get it together. So we get to let me speed this up because I feel like I'm slow talking. And I told y'all in my last video, my coworker told me I talk too much. I don't. He's talking about in these videos, not in real life. Whatever. So probably in real life too. Okay, so basically, we get to present day. Now, the Wilsons are going to their beach family house, okay? Their family beach house for the summer, I'm assuming. Or at least for vacation, whatever the case may be. Now, we should have known that something was going on with Adeline. Who snapped offbeat? That offbeat? You, sis, girl, why are you offbeat? Gabe, you didn't know your wife was offbeat? Y'all ain't never reminisce about the music of yesteryears? Like, she offbeat. We should have known something was up there. Like, I'm like, what is your snap? Like, we all in the movies. We was like, what is her snapping? Like, we were so confused. But look, that was the first thing. So they're on their way to their home. Now, this is another thing I have. Again, plot hole. If this is their family's vacation home and it's near a beach, why is this the first time they're going to the beach? And why is this the first time you hear that your wife doesn't like that beach? What is going on? Like, why did y'all buy that family house? And if it's inherited, a heritage family house, because I just imagine that if my child has such a traumatic experience and I have this house, maybe I should find a beach house or some other house somewhere else. Like, if it's an inherited. Now, if it's inherited by Gabe's family, then I don't know. But if Gabe and her brought it together, because, you know, again, I believe this movie is about classism, then why would she agree to buy a house there where she knows she don't want to go back there? Like, that was just a big twist to me. Like, sis, this is your first time going back? But then we know that's not her first time, because the child talked about last year the lighter trick. So, sis, why are y'all didn't go to the beach ever? What y'all do this summer? And you got the friends, I don't even know the White family last name, but the friends that they met at the beach. So that means that seemed like something you regularly do, like meet at the beach, maybe. I don't know, or you go to their house, or maybe they just stay at the lake, because you know their house is on a lake front, so maybe they stay at the lake. I'm not sure, but that's the plot twist. I feel like the fact that the father was like so gung-ho and like, yay, the beach, and then you know, she never discussed like something that's so pivotal that happened in your life. Even though I know we found out later she's a tethered child, or she was a tethered child that grew up to be the adult. I still feel like you don't want to go back underground. So I would never go back to that summer house. But hey, that's just me. So, another thing that we notice is Adeline, she talks about how she does not like to talk. When she spoke to her little, her friend about it, or a friend, I don't even know their relationship. Not saying that's a plot twist, but that's something like, are y'all friends or no? Like, I don't know. But that was real cool, or whatever the case may be. And the little boy, he goes off and he wanders off. Now, this is the part that I don't know if I'm making this up, but do you think the tether makes them do stuff certain times? Because I don't understand who raising these children that just walk off. Like, now look, I was young once and I walked off before. I remember I walked off at Universal, but I seen something going on and I walked off for a second, and my aunt was swiftly on the scene. It was like, girl, come on. How long do it take you to notice your child is gone? Because not now whack-a-mole game gonna make me lose a kid. Now, I don't have any children, so I'm not here to judge, because I know y'all parents be getting mad when somebody speak on parenting and they ain't the parent. But how long do your child becomes missing till you notice that your child is gone? Like, and first of all, for someone like Adelaide, well, do she know the girl was missing? Like, plot holes. Like, did she know that? Well, her as Red, did she know that Adelaide was missing? Because how did she know she was going to be in the house? That's what I'm saying. Do the clones make them wander off so that they can get them? Because, I don't know. But basically, let's get to the main point of the story, because I feel like I'm overdoing it. And if you've seen the movie, you don't need to see me talking about it. But I can add my little commentary or whatever. So, yeah. But so basically, they get back to the home and they're going to sleep, and they notice, and there's some things in between which we're going to talk about, but they notice a family in the driveway. Now, that would have been clue enough for me to get out of there. I don't need to see no family. I don't need to know what they're there for. I don't need to know anything. I'm calling the cops and getting out of there. Now, the fact that the cops was going to take 14 minutes, them houses look too luxurious for the cops to be taking 14 minutes. But then we found out that this was going on. Like, these tethered people were there. So I think that's another thing that I think I didn't realize until way after. Like, wait, that's why the cops going to take a long time, because people probably already were calling because they were already seeing these people in their houses or in their yards or wherever the case may be. So yeah, and from all that, let me wrap this up. We found out that these tethered people are Americans, and they were basically a failed government experience. The government was basically cloning people that look just like you and I, but they didn't work because they realized that you could clone people, but you can't clone the soul. Which again goes all the way back to biblical, and we see Jordan, reference the biblical reference, Jeremiah 11:11, which, like I told Jordan, you're not going to mess up my dreams of having me a summer home, a summer lake house, and you're not going to mess up the numbers 11:11 for me, Jordan. I'm telling you that one thing, okay? I'm looking at this like, ain't this about a blip? He's trying to have people not wanting to have a vacation home. I think not. I'm going to have me my vacation home. But look. Look, I'm veering off. I have my notes here, but let's get to it. So basically, we find out that they're a failed government experiment. I'm sorry, and they're forgotten. Like, no one cares about them. The government experimented on them and just left them there. Which, plot hole again. Like, government would have killed them. They wouldn't just leave them there. I don't think the government would just leave them there. Or did it get too out of control? Because, a lot of people was claim about the bunnies. The bunnies are easier to clone, and also bunnies reproduce fast. So is that another basically statement of basically the government lost control? They started cloning. These people started having kids, and it was just out of control, and they just left them. Like, oh, I can't do nothing with that. I wonder, is that it? We'll never know. But whatever. So we find out the tethers is coming to take their claim because they tired of being forgotten, and tired of being underground, and they're ready to come and kill. One thing I want to note is we automatically look at the tethered people as bad, which again, if we're thinking about classism, we think of people who are under us as not like you and I. And I think that's what he wanted to portray. It's like these people who live underground, which is under us, are just like you and I. They're the same. They're like you and I. Their money might not look like you. Their tax bracket, their home, they may be homeless. We see that with the Hands Across America thing, where it was basically failed because, again, people don't care about homeless or poor people, whatever the case may be. But we see that they made reference of that. And basically, in my mind, I'm thinking Jordan was trying to portray that those people or people who are under you, who, don't have you, are still like you and I. So that's kind of like the underlying message that I got, is that's what Jordan was saying. I don't know. I'm making this up as I go. So let's, so basically, all in all, with all that being said, we found out that Adelaide, when she was a child and she got missing, Red, her doppelganger or her tethered person, came, found her, strangled her, locked her to a bed, and left and took her claim. Like, basically became her, lived her life, and, you know, ultimately found a husband. Listen, a tethered person don't even talk the same language, came up here and fought the whole man. I'm trying to figure things out. Also, let's go back to the government experiment. Y'all keep you on them ancestry DNAs. I'm good, love. Enjoy, okay? See, I don't trust it. This stuff probably really going on. Jordan, what you know? Okay, let's go on to some stuff I read about. But basically, yeah, at the end, so basically everybody, and also another great thing is we found out this was not an isolated event. So when I go back to the story of the cops not coming, because it was happening everywhere or whatever. So let's move on to the spoiler stuff that I want to talk about, like the little conversational pieces, the little Easter egg nuggets that I've been seeing online. I'm really excited about this. Oh, and also, again, we found out that Red and Adelaide switched when they were Adelaide. Sorry, guys. Adelaide switched when they were a child. And at the end, we see that Red won. And the son knows because we seen him and he looked at his mother twice. Okay, so let's get to some little stuff that I want to talk about. So we all saw the MJ references in the MJ Thriller, to be exact. And I feel like the way this movie ended was the way Thriller video ended, with ratting off after it was done, whatever. So I think that was cool. The one-handed glove, I think that was real cool how he did the one glove. I think that was in reference to the Thriller. And someone also said that was in reference to Freddy Krueger. They said if you looked at the VHS tapes in the home of young Adelaide. Y'all, ooh, child, get me together. That was one of the videos they had. Now, they had a lot of reference to those movies, and I didn't see a lot of those movies that was on that list. But people who have seen those movies said that a lot of the movies on there were really great in correlation to the movie. So Chud was one of them, CHUD. That was one of the movies, and it was about people living underground who come out and kill people or something like that. I have never seen it, but I think that's what people said basically the basic plot of the movie was. But yeah, so we had the MJ reference. Another thing I always wonder is where they get all them scissors from. And I love someone made a great point about scissors itself. Like, scissors is two identical sides come together to untether something, or to cut something, or to divide something. I love that definition. I never even thought of scissors in that way. But when you think of them using scissors, we never even put into account that United States love guns. So nobody got guns. No one went on a shooting rampage. Like, how can this be possible? How can they take over with just scissors? And where do they get all those scissors from? Like, where do you have thousands and thousands of scissors that are all gold, by the way, immaculately gold? Like, they were cute. Where do you get those from? Like, I just, someone have to explain to me. And also, where did Red or Adelaide learn how to sew? Like, you made all them outfits. I know I'm asking dumb questions, but like, I be thinking about stuff like that. Like, come on. Now, you made all those outfits. Okay, and also, how does she make all those outfits if the tether does exactly what the people on top tell them to do? Which is another reference. The people on top basically tells everybody under what to do. I mean, media, news, everything. Everybody who's on top tell us what to do. But I ain't even gonna get into that. But yeah. Oh, somebody also pointed out that Zora, the daughter, was wearing a sweatshirt that read, okay, I don't want to mess up the pronunciation of it, but it's read THO with the little Vietnamese symbol, and that's a Vietnamese word for rabbits. So, which is cool, and rabbits played a significant part in this movie because, again, they were the first to become cloned, but rabbits also reproduce and all that stuff. Also, one part that kind of made me eerie in this movie, and I don't know if anybody thought about this, but like when Red, the real Red, with the fake Red, the tethered one, who came back for her revenge or whatever, was telling her story. I think a lot of people skipped over the part where she said basically she got forced into this life, into this marriage with the Gabe, the tethered Gabe. What was his name? And I love that Jordan gave all of the tethered people, with the main ones, a name. I can't even think of tethered Gabe name, but it's another biblical name. Ooh, I can't think of it. Gosh, I'm so upset. And I wrote it down on my other paper, but I'm not going to pick it up and get it. But she was talking about how she never wanted the tethered Gabe, or not wanted, but she just talked about them in this thing. Like, I didn't want these children. I didn't want this man, but I had to have him. Like, whenever you were with your husband, here he come, because they mimic everything. But again, I'm trying to figure out if they mimic everything there, how come something, again, plot hole where it was missing? Because if they mimic everything, only person I ever seen mimic something was when the son was backing up into the fire. That's the only person. All of the other ones, no, they didn't mimic anything. So I need more clarification for that. Now, also speaking of Freddy Krueger, I love the fact that somebody mentioned this as well. And I thought about this as well, but I thought about it with the original son, Jason, not Pluto, the tethered son, where the mask. So I'm thinking about the mask in Jason Voorhees, because that's another 80s classic. And again, I'm thinking about Red emulating things that she's seen as a child to make it, I guess, scary, or to make it revengeful. Because, I mean, in my mind, she still has a childlike mind. So for her, being scared or scary would be a Jason movie, would be a Freddy Krueger movie. So thinking about that, and especially at the time, those movies were the movies and scared the crap out of everybody. So yeah. Did I ever talk about if it's their beach home? Like, why is this the first time they going there? Did I say that? But yeah, if it's like, I just don't understand. Like, this is your home. Like, I would never go back to somewhere where I literally almost killed somebody and set them underground and they may be coming back for me. I don't know. Also, the last and most interesting thing I want to talk about in this video, and again, there's more and more stuff coming out. I may make another video depending on, if you guys want me to. So let me know. But there has been an interesting conversation with, is Jason a clone? So Jason's the son of the Wilsons or whatever, and it basically was talking about how, like, a couple of things that he's done makes them believe that he got switched last year. So I was watching an interesting video from 3C Films. I'll put his name here. And basically he made some great points. However, my girl Sharonda from Pay or Wait, she doesn't know who I am, but I really love her videos. Hey girl. Sharonda from Pay or Wait, she made she basically answered all the questions from 3C Film, basically saying that no, he couldn't be a tethered, like he couldn't switch. But 3C Films made it so convincing. But she made it convincing as well. Like, I don't know, y'all. Watch both videos. I'm going to put their names here. And please remember, Glenda, I'm going to put it in the description box so you can watch both of their videos. They were really interesting videos. And they both made really great points. And Sharonda basically answered all his questions or all his theories in her video. So I don't know if he was a tether. Do you think he switched? What do y'all think happened? What do you think happened? Because a lot of things that happened in reference to Jason, he could have been Pluto. He could have been. Like, he really could have been. So I really, really, really am excited to hear what you guys think about that. Also, I wonder... I don't know. I was about to say, I wonder why Jordan Peele gave them names. And also I looked up the names that he gave them, and they all do have meanings. But who gave them the names? Like, did Red give them the names? Because they don't talk. So who's going to be saying, hey, Pluto? Like, I don't know. But whatever. But y'all, look. That's it. I had a lot more stuff written on these papers. But you know what? I didn't talk enough. And I just really want to start the conversation. So in the comment section, I would love for you guys to converse with me, give me your theories and what you think. You know, I want to have a conversation. I love this stuff, and I hate that Jordan. Like I said in my original review, I was like, you know, Jordan gives so many plot twists, which I love, but sometimes I'm like, Lord, I get sucked down a rabbit hole, pun intended, of looking at all of these like Reddit forums and Facebook and all of that other stuff by looking at the forums and stuff and wanting to see what it's about, because it's fun. Like, this is fun. I think he enjoys this. I think he enjoys the conversation. So whether you loved or hate the movie, the conversation is there, and you're still here conversing. You're still on Reddit. You're still on, and I think that's the more important part. Like, to have a conversation. Some people flat out hated the movie. Again, I really like the movie, and I love the conversations surrounding the movie, and I just want to dig deeper and just have a good time conversing about it. So I thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I want you to, can you rate this video, please? And also, I want to have the dialogue in the comment section. I would love to converse with you guys. I read every comment I get. I don't get many because I'm a very, very small YouTube channel, but I definitely read all the ones that I do get, and I definitely appreciate all of everybody who watched this video and comment and subscribe. So thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.